Welcome to Miniland, the heart and soul of Lego.
Just hoping that they get to bounce back. The storyline here in the third quarter is quite similar to the start of the second, where we just couldn't score. Gilas still scoreless as Lebanon opens this third quarter with a 7-0 run. Finally, Dwight Ramos, his first basket, his first 3 points of this game. This might be good signs of things to come for Dwight. Khalil. Now it's Mezer. Lebanon running with a 2-point guard lineup on the floor. Two facilitators, but still unable to get anything there as an errant attempt for Khalil. Tamayo creating space for Dwight Ramos, who scored 5 quick points, a mini personal run for St. Dwight, evening up the count at 33. Now it's Lebanon taking the outside shot. Nope. Majok, offensive rebound. Fajardo and Brownlee all over him. It hasn't been easy for Ater Majok. He takes a three. That's empty. Brownlee on the move. Thompson going to Tamayo. Back to JB. Supreme ball movement for Gilas. And we're back on top by 2, 35-33. Brownlee now pushing 17 points. They go up top. Majok missing the Australian, Sudanian, and Lebanese national, unable to have the same impact he had against Egypt as he's matched up against Junmar Fajardo. Here's Brownlee again. Kick out to Tamayo. Extra pass. Ramos short. On the run is Lebanon. Mezer all the way to the cup is fouled. And that's going to mean 2 free throws for Lebanon. Ali Mezer fearlessly attacking the defense of Ramos and Tamayo, but this was how sweet the ball movement was for Gilas Pilipinas. On the other side, the extra dish from Tamayo to the wide open Brownlee, who now has 17 points after a quiet 10-point performance in the win over Qatar. JB was only 3 for 8 from the field. Also had 5 turnovers in that game. But he's trying to bounce back and is doing so very, very well. They need stops. Adidyan, offensive rebound, could not get the roll. It's secured by Edu. Lebanon pushing their defense to the backcourt, opening up an opportunity for Gilas. The lob, Brownlee to Edu, add 2 more to the lead of the Philippines. Ali Mezer, 5:40 left in the third. Jumper for Lebanon, that's too strong. And another rebound for Scotty Thompson, who, check this, Scotty has 10 rebounds. They said he couldn't do it on the international scene. He said he wasn't built for that big of a stage. But look at Scotty now doing the same things that he does in the PBA to wow us. Mezer straight to the cup. Bridging the gap a little bit. Ali Mezer, just 3 points for that man. Lead of Gilas down to 1. Edu has it. Ramos spinning baseline. He had a shot, but opted to leave it for Fajardo. Is fouled by Majok. White was already all alone, and no one really going up there with him when he jumped, but he had the intention of dishing it to Junmar. Well, you can't question the ball movement right now of Gilas because it has resulted to things like this. Also on the other side, it's Ali Mezer looking extra eager in attacking that paint. He's trying to make things happen for Lebanon too. Fajardo finally getting on the board. Would you believe that this is Jumar's first point, despite having played 21 minutes already? He's been busy though, and defending and getting some rebounds for the Philippines. Gets 2 free throws, and the lead of the Philippines back up to 3. Junmar will sit. Newsome will re-enter the ball game. Halfway through the third quarter, Thompson on Mezer. They go up to Majok, and that's easy 2 points for Lebanon. No need for further chemistry building between Mezer and Majok. They've been on that national team together for quite some time now. Goes up to Brownlee inside to Edu. Pass a little too tight. It's broken up by Samaha, but it will stay with the Philippines. The game has been very close throughout. Thompson looking for a teammate. He gets Edu. Thought about the 3. Down to 4 seconds on the clock. A miss for Thompson. They get the offensive rebound. Another chance for Gilas. Newsome looking for Brownlee. Sees an opening. Drains the jumper. And that's a triple for JB. That's his second 3. Oh, check that. It's a long 2. They reduce it to a long 2.
2 points
But
na naman
again,
yun,
with
nasa loob
Junmar sitting down, it's Lob City for Lebanon down in the paint.
Yung layo sa guhit.
Pero Majok also catching up in terms of points. Now with 10. But how about that sweet floater from AJ Edu? For someone who stands 6'10", has a soft touch, something that will come in useful as we face the giants of the world.
Scotty, still. Naunahan pa kita magsalita.
Ramos leaving it for Edu again. Extra
Brownlee.
pass. Brownlee
No.
missing. Picked up by Thompson. Rebound
Brownlee
number 11.
again.
It's Brownlee again against the smaller Khalil. Brownlee
Edu.
to Edu. Floater no
Wala.
good. JB.
Brownlee. Scotty,
Thompson
4-2.
again.
Nahan kita. Ako na lang foul counted pa. Hindi ka pa nagsasalita.
Well, the basket count was the foul on that shot by Thompson. Or did it come beforehand? But what effort we're seeing from Scotty Thompson, who has hit double digits in rebounds, yet the basket counts for Scotty. 11 boards already for him, on top of 6 points. A timeout requested by Lebanon before Scotty shoots the bonus free throw. If you just base on the number of fans that you're seeing on your screens and the number of flags that we're seeing also in the stands, iisipin nyo that this game is being played sa Mo Arena or maybe sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. But no, this is being played in Doha, Qatar, which is almost serving as a second home court for Gilas Pilipinas. Because this Qatar University gym is filled, it's packed with Filipinos who have been waiting for quite some time now to see their idols, to see the national team compete there. And the team is doing that in the second Doha International Cup. We won our first game against host team Qatar and now play against Lebanon, where we have built a 6-point lead, built on the efforts of Scotty Thompson, who has 6 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. He also has a steal, but down on the other side, the response. Lebanon not letting up. It's Zaynoun who attacks and loses that one over the outstretched arms of Edu. You know that one of the strengths of Edu is his defense. We saw it in the 2023 FIBA World Cup. But Zaynoun still able to get past that and completes the 3-point play. So Gilas is laid down to 3. Newsom going to Brownlee. That turnaround jumper is money. What a performance for Brownlee. 21 points now for Justin
Sabi mo, di
Noype.
maka-score.
It's Khalil. They dump it down low to Majok, who has been the biggest problem for the Philippines here in this third period. He finds a teammate, but Thompson was there for the block. Scotty Thompson has been incredible, but
Turnover!
he's unable to connect with Justin Brownlee on that pass. Ends up as a Gilas turnover, but Scotty is the reason why the Filipinos inside the Qatar University gym are on their feet with the plays that he has displayed here. My goodness. The former PBA MVP getting those high fives, those love taps from his teammates and getting the cheers from the Filipinos in the stands. DJ Perez checking in for the first time. An opening for Lebanon. They hit the 3. Nezer has been facilitating very well for Lebanon.
Uh-oh.
And another turnover.
DJ Perez, turnover.
That's another error for Brownlee, which
DJ
uncannily
Perez.
has been the downside of his game here. Not just in this particular contest, but in this tournament. Because yesterday, in the game against Qatar, he had 5 errors. And now Khalil gets foul taking a 3. So that's 3 free throws. For the Lebanese guard, he was way out. But that screen from Majok opened him up, and when Newsom tried to close out, that's where Nuno was built for a foul. You got to give respect to Ater Majok. He has long been one of the best ball screen action rollers in the region. And that's why when you look at highlights from FIBA tournaments, international competitions, you'll always find an Ater Majok alley-oop off a high ball screen action. He's just been so excellent in that role. Khalil has been good too for Lebanon, and he's able to give them the lead back. He's the top scorer right now for the Lebanese with a total of 13 points off the bench. He heads back to the bench. Still a long ways to go. We're just in the final minute and 10 of the third quarter. Brownlee attacking Hadidyan, and that's going to be the 3rd straight turnover for Justin Brownlee. Yes, he has 21 points, almost half of the output of Gilas Pilipinas, but we're getting hurt with a lot of errors here in the third period. The Lebanese attack broken up. It will stay with them with 11 seconds on the clock. It was a lob intended for Majok. Did not reach the intended receiver. Nezer dumps it down low. Step back, but a recovery for Lebanon. They're able to extend the lead to 3. It's been Khalil and Hadidian. Those two guys are giving the Philippines problems. And that's aside, of course, for Majok being involved in a lot of those two-man games. Newsom has been unhappy with number of the calls, and it looks like Nunu may have hurt his left hand. We hope he's all right. We did see him kind of wincing in pain as he was assisted back to the bench, and there is Newsom being attended to on the Gilas bench. We're hoping that it's nothing too serious. Tana going to Kiambao. Stops, jumper too strong. Edu loses control. It's back with Lebanon, and they can take the last shot of the third quarter. Ezer being guarded by Perez was taken away by Edu. Ezer hacks the heart of the Gilas defense, sends it out. Three on the way, doesn't work. Full court heat of Tana will be unable to hit. And it's going to be a 3-point lead for Lebanon, 51-48 to end the third quarter. Gilas, it seemed like they were ready to take control midway through the third with a big run, but eventually Lebanon reclaiming the advantage. The fourth quarter coming up in just a bit.
Ayan, end of third quarter mga idol. Muli, maraming salamat sa lahat po na
Again, we thank you for joining us in the wee hours of the morning as we support Gilas Pilipinas in their participation here in the second Doha International Cup. We're up against Lebanon, down by 3 as we enter the fourth quarter. Here's the situation for Gilas. Justin Brownlee has 21 of the 48 points of the team. He's shooting 9 of 17, which is 52%. But the rest of the team is just 10 for 36, and that's 28%. A number that needs to go up because Brownlee, yesterday, he was giving way to the locals because he didn't have the best of offensive performances. That's a game we won. But it's a formula that we already know that we can't depend completely on Justin Brownlee, as talented a player as he is. Basketball is a team game, and we're going to need our locals to show up as well, hoping to see a better performance here in the fourth quarter. We're only down by 1. Second of 3 games that Gilas Pilipinas will be playing in Doha, one against Qatar in initial game. We play Egypt for this one. But the focus is here to take a win over Lebanon. AJ Edu Zainun asking him to admit that he had the last touch. Edu says, nope, I didn't. Ball will stay with Gilas with 15 on their shot. Gambao had to put it up, or it was 1.5. I stand corrected. 1.5 was left, and that's why Kiambao had to put it up. Khalil. Elbow jumper. Bottom of the net. It's been so steady for Lebanon. Now with 15 points. That's following up his performance against Egypt. Brownlee for three. No go. We need stops now. Khalil to Majok. Hot hand for Lebanon. Daynoon from the corner. Unable to hit the three, and Brownlee closing in on a double-double as he grabs another rebound. That's his 9th board. But perhaps the problem is the 4 turnovers.
You know what?
It's good, however, when he finds mismatches. Even though that shot missed, it opened up an opportunity for Edu to get that putback. But we need to stop plays like this from Khalil because he's torching us from the mid-range. JB gets his spot. There's that turnaround. Couldn't get it though. Machok, another rebound. 7 boards now for Ater Machok. Daynoon. His jumper rims out. On the offensive rebound, it's Machok with an end one opportunity. The veteran, 37-year-old Ater Machok, just picking apart AJ Edu. When Majok came here to the Philippines, there was one young kid who drew praises from him, and it was Kai Soto. Because Majok at that time was already a veteran, but Kai Soto, when they played a tune-up game, he tried to dunk on Majok, and that earned the respect of Ater. But right now, Lebanon giving Gilas Pilipinas problems. Hadidyan getting some love from his teammates as he got a breakaway jam, and he extends the Lebanon lead. It's highest now at 7 points with 7 and 16 left in the fourth. If we go back to yesterday's game against Qatar, at around this same time, with about 7 minutes, want to try and set the tone. Lebanon has been fighting. They've been a tough team. They've given Gilas a lot of problems, mostly coming from Ater Majok, Gerard Hadidyan, and Jad Khalil. Here's Newsom beating Brownlee on that pocket pass. Bothered by Majok was Ramos. He was unable to finish. Lebanon pushing. Khalil again, involving his teammates this time. They reset their offense. He's being chased by Oftana. And Khalil. Daynoon sees an opening, puts it up. The 3 goes in. And this is the first double-digit lead of the game. It's taken by Lebanon. 6.5 to go in the fourth. Brownlee looking to come alive again. It's Newsome. Throws the ball away. Daynoon leaving it up. Hadidyan, another jam. And momentum has completely swung and shifted to the side of Lebanon. Ramos,
Error again.
another turnover for Gilas. We mentioned it. That was their problem against Qatar. That's why it took the last few minutes of the game for them to catch up. And again, problems in taking care of that basketball for Gilas Pilipinas. Total of 17 turnovers already. But this game is not lost yet. It's a 12-point lead for Lebanon. If you're Gilas, we have to make our move now. That's exactly what Newsome is trying to do. As he's able to draw a foul on Query. 5:31, time not on the Philippines' side. Here's Brownlee taking the three, unable to hit it. And a push called on Fajardo. That's going to be a foul on the Kraken. Foul number 3 on Junmar. And break's just not working towards the side of the Philippines right now.
Oh,
Khalil gets it to a teammate. It's a Noon. His pass tipped away by Newsome. And Nunu will leave 9 seconds on the shot clock for Lebanon. Gilas in need of not just a stop, but multiple stops at this point. And the important thing also is to convert on their side.
sina.
Khalil, oh, that's a big one. That hurt. That hurt for Gilas. And the lead of Lebanon has ballooned to 15. Newsome is clobbered on his way to the basket. Khalil washing his hands clean of that foul, of that collision, but Newsome visibly hurt. Usually, Chris Newsome, he's as tough as they get, and he usually just props back up. This time,
Sakto
though,
eh. Di siyempre
taking
magpahinga muna ng konti.
some extra rest on the floor. But it's good to see him back on the court because earlier it looked like he had hurt his left hand and had to exit the game. He was attended to on the bench. Back on the court now. And he'll be ready to take free throws, but Lebanon built this lead. It's been the start of the quarters that Gilas has really struggled with. Start of the third,
Oh, see? Kita
a
mo?
7-0 run for Lebanon. In
Grabe
the
yung
second
sakit
quarter,
mo.
we also slowly
Tingnan
started the
yung
period. We
laro.
were scoreless for the first 4 minutes. And here, in this
Pag-hire
quarter,
dito
a
sa-
little past halfway already, Gilas is being outscored by Lebanon 14-2. That is how this 15-point lead of Lebanon was built. But it looked like an unsportsmanlike foul was whistled.
See? Sportsman like.
That's why
Kaya
Newsome is
nasaktan yung isa eh.
alone on the free throw line, taking a couple.
Oh, sabi mo, wala.
Missed the first one though. The second is good. So the unsportsmanlike foul was actually called on Atermajo.
Ano?
Harder now, it's with Brownlee. JB, Oftana. He steps back. Did he have a foot on the line?
2 points lang.
Might have had a foot on the line. Nonetheless, we'll take the points. However many they will be.
Here, they stepping on the line.
Meser
So it's
back
2
on the
points.
floor. It's Zainu now. And a body check for Ramos. That decks the Lebanese guard.
Physical eh.
Ramos clearly giving up that foul as he got beat initially. Yeah, as we expected. Only a long two for Oftana as he had his foot on the line. Coach Perisic will ask for a review. I think he's hoping for something more than a common foul. Because on the other side, his big man, Atermajok, was called for an sportsmanlike foul. So naturally, if you're the coach, you're hoping that this gets elevated too because you feel that, you know, your player got hurt, you want to protect your player. Let's see what the referees find in this review. But it's a 12-point lead for Lebanon. And again, we go back to the start of quarters. We've started pretty much every quarter slowly because the first quarter, both teams could not score early on. The score is 4-4 halfway through the first period. And like we said, first 4 minutes of the second quarter, scoreless. 7-0 run for Lebanon to start the third, and then 14-2 rally to open up the fourth quarter for Lebanon. That is where the problems have stemmed from for Gilas Pilipinas. And more problems pile up as the foul on Dwight Ramos gets elevated to an unsportsmanlike one. That means that challenge for Miodrag Perisic was a brilliant challenge. He got the resolution that he wanted. Four and 20 left in the game. Zaynoon will be fouled again. Will it be on Rams though? Oh yes, that will be on Dwight. Back-to-back fouls on Dwight Ramos. He hasn't had the best of games. That will be foul number 4, I believe, on Dwight. He had that stretch in the third quarter where Dwight scored 5 straight points, brought life back to the Philippines because they were trailing at that point. But those are the only 5 points he has in the entire game. He's 2 of 6 from the field. Jumar Fahard is 0 for 4. Then that kind of a performance for Gilas Pilipinas. Of course, we're treating these games as preparation games. We're trying to build on the stuff that we'll need to call ourselves ready for the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers third window and for the FIBA Asia Cup itself.
Friendly game lang to.
But every time you step on the court, you want to give it your all. You want to perform. You want to go out and get the win. Brownlee to Newsom. Gets rid of the defense. Nunu could not hit the three. Rebound taken by Lebanon. They're holding on to a 16-point lead now. Under 4 minutes left in regulation. Bezer, met by Oftana. It's Query. Mark Query. Attacking baseline. Have to send it out. They have to take the shot against the shot clock. Nope. Rebound headed against 3 blue shirts. Loses it. Oftana picks it up. They're pushing. Ramos back to Calvin. Losing control. Lebanon asking for a travel. Ramos puts it up and misses.
Ay, sus, Maria, dalawa nag-agaw pa kayo.
Gilas just has been unable to protect that basketball. Another turnover for them. And that is now rebound or turnover number 18.
Dalawa na, nag-agaw
And
mo pa.
Post up against Ramos. Throws it away. Out of bounds is the whistle.
Huh? No, foul. That's All na yun
And
sa
it will be
PBA eh.
Gilas basketball. Newsom will head back to the bench. Could that be the last that we'll see of Newsom in this game? Brownlee also
Wala na,
exiting.
nilabas na si Brownlee.
Under
So,
3 minutes,
give up na siguro to.
16-point lead for Lebanon. Pardo continues to miss. It was tough. It was tough for Gilas to have that kind of a turnaround. Less than 24 hours, are back on the court.
At naman sila, less than 24
Qatar
hours.
was really killed us in this game, and even that transition back for Perez, which is normally 2 points already for CJ.
Okay
He
naman
got
tong
blocked there, and the effort of Lebanon
commentator na to eh. Blanca eh.
simply
Sa
there.
2 points, hindi talaga ma 2 points.
Simply trumped what we saw from Gilas. But hey, we still have one more game in this pocket tournament. That's going to be up against Egypt. Pretty
Kung hindi na-block, hindi 2 points yun. Na-block
Perez
eh.
comes away with it.
One.
CJ looking to attack.
Tana
Oftana,
for 3. No.
Calvin, unable to hit the 3. Well, we did hit 4 3-pointers, but our percentage is way down. 4 of 24, just 16% from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, for
Alonso.
Lebanon, they
Pinasok na.
shot 7 of 26 from beyond the arc. That's 26%. I mean, we did miss a lot of shots that normally our players would make.
Ano?
16-point lead for Lebanon.
Carry nga,
Minute and a half
nawawalan eh.
remaining.
Yung pa sila.
Mizer
Oo
throws
naman.
it away.
Walang yung mawalan.
Perez leading the break. It's Oftana.
Oh,
Could
sabi mo,
not get
shoot
the
na yan.
roll. Not even that. The woes of Gilas
Aba, sino ba
on
daw?
offense, and no
Commentator
one
na to.
stopping the lane, or
Ay,
no last line of defense there, as Pardo had his
Pwede ba
back
palitan
turn
yun eh?
against Hadidyan. Hadidyan now up to
Nakakainis na yung laro
16
ng Gilas.
points.
Nakakainis din siya.
Khalil with 18, Daynoon with 13. And then Majok also has 12. Those are the 4 players for Lebanon who finished this game in double figures with this impending win. So it will be contrary results to what these two teams had in their primary games in the second Doha International Cup. Because initially, Lebanon lost to Egypt 82-70. Gilas Pilipinas won against Qatar 74-71. But barring any crazy miracle, this is a win. Gonna be a win for Lebanon. They even
20 na
extend their
lamang.
lead to 19. But if you just joined us recently and you saw that, oh, it's a blowout. Uy, tambak ang Gilas. It wasn't the case for all 40 minutes of this game, because in the fourth quarter, Gilas was only able to score 5 points up to this point. Lebanon, they've been able to score 22. So 17 is the advantage of Lebanon here in the fourth. We actually opened up the final frame with the Lebanese just up by 3 points. And they just capitalized on opportunities they saw and broke the game wide open here in the fourth quarter. Not even from the free throw line can we score this point. Finally, CJ Perez gets the second, only the 6th point of Gilas Pilipinas in this fourth frame. Under a minute to go, Lebanon about to get their first win in the second Doha International Cup. Gilas will be absorbing their first loss. It's been this guy providing a lot of energy as he does so again. I mean, I've lost count of how many dunks Gerard Hadidyan has had in this game. Probably about 5 already. There's a spring to his step. And he always is the first one to get out in transition. Outside shot still. We've been harping on that story because The three-point shooting of Gilas in this game was non-existent. 4 of 27. As Gilas will be limited to just 6 points in the fourth quarter. Lebanon escapes with the win. And I said escape because while this ends up to be a 21-point win, like you said, it wasn't easy for them in the first 3 quarters. In fact, Gilas even had a lead as big as 6 points. But the Lebanese turned on the Jets in the fourth quarter, taking a 75-54 win. They're led.
Ayan. Paalam na si admin. Bakit?
Talo.